Okay. All right, so we're going to move right along. You can go ahead. You do not have to do a comment today or a response. We're going to move right into our next lesson because we are getting into this chapter, Hurricane. So I'm excited to read about that finally. All right. I need 2 people to do the vocabulary. Who hasn't done vocabulary? Okay, so Karen. Oh, no. Yes, Karen, you can do it. And Daniel. All right, Karen and Daniel, you're going to do the vocabulary for us today. Well, David, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll get markers, so go ahead and get...
Then me and Mariana going to do it another time.
Okay, no problem. Let's get the markers. Here you go. Give whoever, who is it, David? Give David a marker. David, stay that way so you don't get in your phone. I don't want y'all to get in. All right, man. Go on here, man. Have it. Okay, so now we're going to do our vocabulary lesson. All right, do we have the cards?
How many cards do we need?
It doesn't matter. Just get a few. You won't need more than 4, okay? All right, your first vocabulary word, I'm going to project it. I'm going to project it, and I'm going to send you the survey. Karen? Okay, you ready? So, Karen, these are your words. These are our content words. The word is tropical. Do you know what tropical means? Okay. Do you know what tropical means? Just let me know if you know what it means. Quickly. All right. We have 2, 4, 5 of you that have chimed in. 6. Is that it for today?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 7. Should be 7. Okay, we're good to go. Let's see where we are. All right, I'm going to end survey. All right, it looks like, let's see what it's going to show up on the screen. All right, it looks like we're kind of all over the place with knowing this word. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to teach the word, so give me just a minute. So I'm going to stop project on that, and let's go to our teaching site. I'm going to broadcast to you the word tropical, and I'm also going to project. Okay, so you should see a broadcast coming to your screen. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. It says bananas are a tropical fruit because they only grow in warm, wet regions. Okay? Based upon that sentence, what do you think tropical means? Yes, sir, David.
Like maybe like when I think of tropical, I think like Hawaii.
All right, you think of Hawaii. That's a good point. Okay, yes, sir.
Think of like a tropical storm.
Oh, you think of a tropical storm. That's good. So, in other words, tropical means places that have hot, wet climates. Okay? Thank you, guys. Places that have hot, wet climates. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so I'm going to stop broadcast, stop project, and I'm going to send you a survey. I'm going to project this survey first and send the survey. Mariana, please stop watching the iPad and pay attention to what's going on. Thank you very much. All right, if you think of a tropical part of the world, what do you think of? Just go ahead and choose an answer and respond, and I will see your answers here. 2 of you have responded. Okay, so everybody responded? 7 of you have. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Any minute now. All right, 7 of you chose the hot, wet areas such as islands east of Mexico. Mexico. See, and you are correct. So thank you so much. Next word, are you ready? Karen. All right, I'm going to project the word and send you the survey. Our next word is evacuate. Evacuate. Something I hope I don't have to do because of a storm. Seriously. Evacuate. Because if you have to evacuate, that means the storm is really bad. Okay.
Man, I don't want to die.
All right. Yes, sir. You got a question or a comment?
Comment.
Yes.
Like I remember we went to Jacksonville and there was like a hurricane, but it wasn't here. It was like at the other place, and they said that I forgot where it was, but they had to evacuate and go somewhere else. I forgot where it was.
Okay. Hold that thought, Mariana. I'm coming to you. Okay, so let's see where we are. All right. So it looks like we know kind of what this word means. Many of you put you know what it means, and you can use it in conversation. What was your comment, Mariana?
That one time, whenever I was like in the school, but I was little, and then like a tornado would come in, and we had to evacuate from my house to come to the school.
Oh wow!
We went to the gym.
So it was really bad. Then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We went to
Thank you for sharing. All right. So I'm going to stop the projection on that one, and we're going to move to just move to our survey because it looks like we had one person We had one person that really didn't know, so I'm going to broadcast to you, and I'm going to project. No worries. Why?
I was just saying.
Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Okay. All right, the family decided to evacuate their home when they heard bad weather was coming. Okay. Evacuation. What does it mean based upon this, guys? All right, Kevin?
Moving place.
All right, to move from one place to another, okay? It could be due to a dangerous situation, bad weather, all of those types of things, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop broadcast and stop project, and I'm sending you the survey to see if you really know what it means. You like the surveys? I do too. Okay. I can see you guys are chiming in on the survey. Okay, 6 of you have chimed in. 7 of you. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. I'm going to click in survey and let's see where we are here, okay? Now, looking at the screen here, it says A. It says, why might people have to evacuate their homes? A wildfire spreads toward their homes. B, to move to a nicer area or nicer homes. Or C, to prepare their homes for sale. What should we have chosen?
A.
We should have chosen A. Why? To evacuate means that you're leaving because of what?
Something happened.
Something happened. It was a dangerous situation. Okay, so it's not just to move. It's you're moving because something happened. Okay, so I am going to stop project on that one. All right, and let's see, we're going to look at our academic vocabulary. I am broadcasting to you the academic vocabulary. I'm going to click broadcast and project. I'm going to project it to you as well. You should see it coming up. Where are you, my other writer, vocabulary writer? Okay, so you're going to write these words. The first word is monitor. Okay, device like a television. That's like a computer monitor. If you have computers at home, you have a CPU, and then you have a monitor, which is like your computer. We call it a computer screen, okay? It's kind of like a television without a speaker, all right? The computer monitor was too small for me to see, all right? I haven't seen one that's too small to see. All right, project. Project. Here it's project, okay? It's a plan, all right, or a special assignment, all right? You may have projects in your other classes, okay? All right. This project will take all semester. Okay, Miss Smiley, when I started out, I said project, which is also the way that word is another word, right? But that's when we're projecting something. But this is project, okay? Research, a careful hunting for facts or truth. So you might have to do research in your classes. Doctors and scientists do research to find cures for diseases, or students do research, okay, for different papers and projects and assignments that you might have. Strategically, in a way that is useful or important. So if you do something strategically, that means you're really planning, okay? You're taking the time to plan it out, all right? We have to think strategically about the next steps toward our goal. Everybody got it? Do we have those, David? Are you good to go?
I just need the last one.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop the projection right now and then give David time, and then I'll stop your broadcast, okay? All right, David, let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
All right, okay, now I'm going to stop broadcast, so that should clear your screens. Okay, friends, so let's get our vocabulary words put with your groups. So let's go ahead and get those up there.
It don't fit.
All right, Karen and David. Oh, David, we're going to have to write that better. I can't take that. So go ahead and enter the other words up.
Ready to meet.
All right, so now we're going to go to our read aloud, think aloud. We're going to chapter 4, hurricane. That's the name of that chapter. It's hurry, Hurryk. So it's not spelled like the regular hurricane word is spelled. It's spelled a little bit differently. So we're going to click on our read aloud, and let's go back, all right? Let's take a minute, and I'm going to broadcast our recall information to you, and I'm going to project it on the screen.
Good job.
Okay.
Badgers.
All right. So, Saint asked his parents questions. Yes.
The trash.
¿Cuál es la problema?
The trash.
Oh, it's okay. Just leave it there. We'll get it in a minute. All right. Saint asked his parents questions about dying. He was worried because. Why was Saint worried?
He thought he was gonna die.
Why did he think he was gonna die, Kevin? Yeah, oh, she got a hand right here.
Because Droopy read his hand and she said you're gonna have a short life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay. She read his hand, so she's studying that palm reading, and that's what happened, right? All right. Where did Saint and his parents go? You remember?
To the
Raise your hand if you know the answer. Where did they go? After all this was going on, they went somewhere together in the car. Saint was starting to get with his parents. Saint was to church. They went to church. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Jupiter and Saint and Mona Lisa went hands everywhere. Andre?
To the library.
To the library. What did they want to know? Yes.
Palm reading.
Palm reading. They went to study about palm reading. Okay. All right. Which was a serious issue because Saint thinks that he's going to die because Jupiter read his palm and it said he had a short lifeline. So we got a serious situation going on here. So that was the old one. So they're trying to find out. Mona Lisa comes in as kind of like a leader and says, hey, that's not what's going to happen. Look at this book, and so they find out a little more information, okay? All right, so let's get into our book. I've been waiting for this moment. I haven't even read it without you guys, okay? Now, our strategy today is making connections with the text, okay, for our reading strategy. When you're able to connect with the text, you're better able to understand it. It doesn't matter what you read. If you can find some way to connect with it, you can understand it a little bit better. Even as I'm reading this book, I told my students in my first class, I won't say who they are, but there are two students that remind me, not my first class, but my other class. There are two students that remind me of, what is his name? Saint and Mona Lisa. I got two students that remind me of them. Everything, the way they react, the way they act to each other, the way they treat each other, they remind me of them, okay? All right, so even when the problems happen in the story, I think about things that happen in my life, and I make, connections with the text. So let's see if we're able to do that, all right? Okay, so I'm going to click, as we're doing our read aloud, I'm going to click on read this book. Okay. All right, I'll start reading, and then maybe some of you will want to read too, okay? It was just afternoon when Jupiter's pops picked her up. You ready to bounce? Mona Lisa asked me. Yeah, let's roll. She's cute, Mona Lisa remarked as we strolled. We remember this information, right?
Yeah.
We remember all of this, so we're doing a review here. I knew exactly who she was talking about. I still asked who. Jupy, I know. Mona Lisa poked my shoulder. Plus, she's digging on you, she teased. Yeah, I know. A lot, I chuckled.